Shabbat Shalom. I want to go over just, the origin and black people in history in that Bible, right? I'm going to just talk about, I'm going to be brief. I'm going to just touch over Christ real quick because Revelations, right, and other scriptures, I'm only give you two. They describe Christ as a black man. Now, if this wasn't an important thing, I'm more than sure the Bible wouldn't describe it as black. And I'm more than sure that, the churches wouldn't have a picture of a white Jesus if it wasn't important. You know what I mean? You want to know the truth. This is the truth, straight from the scripture, right? KJV. Revelations 14:15. His hairs were white like wool, right? What's wool? If anybody knows what wool is, you think about a sheep, because that's what it is. You get wool from a sheep. You cut it off a sheep, right? Right now, we're not discussing, right? No, we're going to discuss it because his hairs were white like wool, right? Look at my hair. It's woolly. The thing about Christ is he's older. He's an old man. Christ never died. He's an older man. His hair is white like an older man should, right? And that's what it's describing to. That's what Revelations is proving. His hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Last time I checked, what snow was white. So his eyes were as a flame of fire. His eyes were red, right? Angry, letting you know type of spirit he's coming in. And his feet like unto brass. Now here's the kicker. As if they burned in a furnace. As if they burned. So his feet. So y'all telling me the pictures that show supposed Jesus, he got a white face but black feet? So y'all showed me that he got a white face, but in the scripture it say he got black feet with woolly hair, like me, right? But he got long and luscious horse hair in the pictures, right? But in the scriptures they describe him completely different from what y'all saying. I'm gonna repeat the scripture and I'm gonna read it full without stopping. His hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they buried or burned in a furnace. And his voice as the sound of many waters. He had a deep voice, right? That's just what it is. That's the Christ that's coming back, right? That's the Christ that we all know. And well, we don't all know him. Because, people say they know him, but they don't. They talking about Caesar Borgia. That's what they talking about. They're not talking about this Christ. They're not talking about the Christ that Revelations is describing. The Christ with woolly hair. The Christ with eyes of flames. Think not that I come for peace. Daniel 7:9. Now this is the Old Testament. This is Daniel. This is before Christ was born, right, into Mary, right? This is a prophecy that Daniel sees, right? I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair, his head was like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. We keep hearing pure wool, right? First it says his garment was as white as snow, and the hair of his head was like pure wool. That's not what we see, though. That's not what people tell us. That they tell us that Christ was a white man, he was Middle Eastern. No. Middle Eastern people don't normally have hair like me. I'm going to just tell you that now. Some of them do, but the ones they're describing don't. They're trying to make it seem like he's an Iranian or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Not the people who actually look like us. Christ looked like us. It just describes somebody with black feet. I got black feet. He got black feet. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the truth. They tell you something different because they don't want you to know the truth. But we're here to speak about the truth. And that's just a fact. The Ancients of Days, whoever he is, he has woolly hair. It also described Christ as having woolly hair. I don't know. Seems kind of like a coincidence to me. Anyway, I want to let you know that Black people are in the Bible. We made the Bible. And I want people to drill that into their head because it's the truth. It's what's been hidden for you for so long. For so long. It's not something you boast about. It's not something you know what I mean, get prideful about. It's something that you have to understand and know and be humble about. That's the first step. You know what I'm saying? If you read Songs of Solomon, I know everybody normally says, I'm black and beautiful, right? I don't know where that comes from, but I can read the scripture that does tell you exactly where it's, where it's saying it. It says, I am black, but comely. Right? What does comely mean? Something beautiful, as you know. It says this in the Songs of Solomon, 1-5. I am black. This is something that was written over 4,000 years ago. Older than that. Saying, I am black but comely. O ye daughters of Israel, of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. So not only does she say, I am black but comely, she says, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, I'm as black. Basically, she's saying, I am as black as the tents of Kedar. Look up what Kedar means in scripture. This is a certain type of people that were known to be darker, like darker skin. You feel me? She's saying, I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. She's saying that, obviously she knows what Solomon's curtains look like. I don't want to know how she know that, but she know that. Understand? Is it starting to resonate in your head that the people that wrote this scripture they're black? They're black people. Now, they don't actually know the author of who wrote this, which is crazy. She's saying, I am black but comely, automatically. Y'all know who wrote Genesis. Y'all know who wrote Leviticus. Y'all know who wrote Deuteronomy. Y'all know who wrote Revelations. Y'all know who wrote everything in the Bible. But y'all don't know who wrote Songs of Solomon? Because she's saying, I am black but comely. Oh, I don't know who wrote that. We don't know. I don't know. Anonymous, look up who wrote the Songs of Solomon book. They're not going to tell you. They just going to call it the Songs of Solomon. It was a love letter between a man and a woman with this book, and they don't want to give out the identity. She said, I am black but comely. Somebody explain that. There's people in this world who think the Israelites in the Bible, like Christ and all that, was really white. They're misled completely. Completely. Either way, I want you to explain that to me then. I am black but comely. I hear that all the time. I'm black but I'm beautiful. I'm black and I'm beautiful. I'm black and I'm beautiful. It's just a fact. It's not a prideful thing. It's an uplifting, a song. Because people, they associate being black with being ugly, when it's really the opposite. When you black, you're beautiful. It's just a fact. It's what it is. And that's what she's saying. She's saying she's as black as the tents of Kedar. The tents. The Kedar people, I believe they come from, if I was to remember, I believe they were one of the sons of Abraham, if I'm not mistaken. Look up who Kedar is. One thing I do know is the word Kedar means to be black. To be black. That's literally what it translates to. So she's saying that she's black and she's comely. She's black and she's beautiful. They're also describing Christ to be a black man with woolly hair. Feet burned in the furnace. I don't know if you looked at black people's feet, but it do kind of look black, right? If you put anything in the furnace, it's going to burn, right? It's not going to turn white when it burns. It's going to turn darker. It's going to be darker skin. Just a fact. You take a white piece of paper and you put it into fire. I can demonstrate. I can easily demonstrate. I'm gonna go to the extremes to show y'all. You see this? You see this white paper right here? Right? Completely white. Purely white and, with some blue and red lines, whatever, but it's white. Right? You take that, you burn it. What does that look like? When the fire go away, What color do it turn? What color do that look like? Don't that look black? That don't look a little darker. It don't look like it got a little tan. No? Or am I tweaking? You know, let's murder some more. Hold up. Look at that. Look at that. That's black, bro. You got to understand what the scriptures is saying. Burned in a furnace. This is not a furnace. This is a lighter. Imagine a furnace. Y'all got to wake up. The black people need to wake up. The Bible belongs to your people. It belongs to us. Wake up.